Hi, friends. It's Joni with Three Feathers Spiritual Wisdom here with an astrological highlight for the coming weekend. We have a new moon in Aries coming in on March 31st and April 1st. But we also have a very potent connection that the moon, the sun, and Mercury are all going to make in Aries with Chiron. So I want to break that down for you because there is a this is going to be a very powerful 2 days, March 31 and April 1st. Um, and even, is it into Saturday? And even into April 2nd. So March 31 through April 2nd, it's going to be a very powerful time because of Chiron connecting with the new moon, the sun, and Mercury in Aries. And what does that mean? Before I go on to that, I want to mention that afterwards, after we talk about that, I'm going to pull a card or two and see what the Moonology Oracle has for us and our guides say about this powerful time. So let's get to it. Late on March 31, the new moon is in Aries at 11 degrees. And the Aries is the sign that is I am. It is your identity. It is your brand. It is who you believe you are. It is the face, your character, how you look, what you put out as who you are, like your avatar, to the world. Okay. And the new moons always bring this opportunity for a new start, a new cycle, a fresh look at things, setting fresh intentions. But it can also be about taking a fresh perspective and a fresh look at things that have already been happening. Okay. Now, the new moon is going to be conjunct with Chiron. Let's talk about Chiron for a minute because the moon, the sun, and the Mercury are all going to be touching on Chiron and connecting with him. And they're all going to be, the aspect for them all is going to be conjunct. So, a conjunction, as I've said before, if you've watched me for a while, a conjunction is when two bodies of the cosmos are right on top of each other and they're each intensifying each other's energy. So, this is why this is going to be so powerful because all those planets are going to be conjunct with Chiron, and that all those conjunctions are going to be pushing us, or giving us the opportunity to push through healing, okay, on practically every level. So, Chiron is often called the wounded healer. And in Greek mythology, Chiron was a healer and a teacher, but the irony was he couldn't heal himself. And so that was great tragedy at the same time as he was such a powerful person that taught and healed others. So, what this basically saying is our wounds can teach us something about ourselves. So, the new moon and Chiron will be conjunct, and it is the opportunity in Aries to look at those wounds that we might have in our identities, in our personas, in our the way we see ourselves. So there might be an opportunity to look at whether you've got if you have doubts about things, or what in your identity you feel wounded about, your self-worth, is it, it could also be a physical. thing too, in terms of the way you look, and so it's about the body and the persona. Then let's talk about also on Friday, April 1, the sun is conjunct with Chiron. And the sun is going to bring illumination because that's what it does. The sun lights things up. So, this is the opportunity to see where that wound is and to see the opportunity to heal it and to bring, step into some action that heals your sense of self and heals that wound. And the sun, could offer you clarity in how to do that as well. All right. So that's powerful energy. And um, everyone has a unique identity, and so the other thing is the sun wants you to do is to accept and love your uniqueness. Use shine. You need to let your unique light shine. Okay, does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Then the last on Saturday, April 2nd, Mercury, also in Aries, will then become conjunct with Chiron. So we've got the moon, then the sun, and then Mercury. The moon is that emotional sense. The sun is about our sense of self as well and taking action. And Mercury is about how we think, how we perceive, and how we express those perceptions, how we process information, and how we communicate it. So, this is a very interesting opportunity that the wound may be processed in our mind and we heal those perceptions of the wound and the healing. The other thing that I'm getting from this is that it may need an expression of the wound and acknowledging out loud or in some tangible way what that wound was. And I feel like I need to say that what we're talking about may be very small. Earlier this week, I think the energy is already with us because I've already gotten this week a revelation about a, a wound that I needed to look at, okay, in myself. And it was brought about by having some feelings that were mm, not positive. And instead of, pushing them away, I sat in those feelings for a moment. And I said, why do I feel this way? What is going on? I was curious about it because I've been doing some shadow work of my own, and I had gotten some really good guidance that sit with these things for a moment and be curious and say, what are you and where did you come from? And what was interesting was I was given a vision of the fourth grade and something that happened in the fourth grade. So I'm still carrying that wound. I'm 56 years old and I'm still carrying that wound from when I was whatever was that, I don't know what age is that 10 years old from the fourth grade. So we all have things that could be illuminated that are incredibly or could be incredibly small, but are still with us and still shaping us or impacting us in some way. So, this opportunity that the moon, the sun, and Mercury are all making the connection with Chiron gives us an opportunity in many levels for healing because we're going into the next cycle and we need to heal those things. We need to be going up and healing those things and releasing them so that we can go up the next level. Some people like to call that ascension, or we develop into the next cycle. Okay? So, anyway, that was a lot. It's going to be a powerful week. Let me know how that turns out for you. Let's see what the Moonology cards have to say about this new moon and Chiron. There it goes. It went on the floor. Hold on. Okay. Wow. Oh, wow. We've got two cards, people. First off, the new moon came out and it says a new start is coming. So the new moon did come out. But the other card that came out with it was New Moon in Leo. Confidence is your key to success. So what this is telling me, okay, is that this new moon is in connection with Chiron. The work is on ourselves to build our confidence so that we can go forward in confidence, with confidence into the next cycle. And then we have success. So the new moon with the new start coming, and make sure you set those intentions for that new start and having confidence. The new moon in Leo is the other card. It went back onto the floor. Anyway, I wish you many blessings. I hope this was interesting to you. And comment below if you would like. Please share and like and subscribe. And if you would like either an intuitive reading or an astrological reading to see how these transits right now are impacting you or your next solar return, if you've got a birthday coming up, what is activated, please contact me. The information will be below. Many blessings and have a wonderful new moon.